All right, guys, there you have it. That was the quick tutorial on brand reputation for Google reviews, how to do the audit yourself. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I didn't make it all fancy pants and all design and everything all sexy because I just wanted you to get the hardcore steps on really how to identify the root cause of bad reviews and really how to avoid them. The best analogy that I've seen with this is when you have a short amount of reviews or small amount of reviews and they're in the they're below 100 or even below 500. You want to think of your review practice world almost like a speedboat. Okay, and that speedboat can pivot, right? Because you only have 100, 500, really anything under 1,000 when it comes down to it. It takes a little more work, but it's still in the speedboat world, okay? Which means if you know a speedboat on the water and this is your practice and your reviews, right? And you're at a 4.6, very quickly shit can hit the fan, and all of a sudden you get a couple bad reviews or this or that happens, and all of a sudden, just like a speedboat, it can pivot, and all of a sudden you're at a 4.2, right? Not a really good feeling, okay? And the reality is, if you put a proactive plan together, proactive outreach plan, okay, that's what's going to help you build reviews each day. You got to remember, if you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, it doesn't matter how many doctors, and it doesn't really matter if you're a hospital, an urgent care, or just a traditional companion, or if you're a large consolidator or you're a franchise. I'm telling you, it does not matter. It's even more important if the larger you are, because things can happen very quickly from a negative or positive standpoint, right? So in my opinion, once you get to the point where you're proactive and it's a post-visit follow-up process, I think if it's a grim diagnosis, if you have your practice management software integrated into our Vet 360, VMG 360 CRM system and communication platform, that's the best way. We can use Zapier to do that if your practice management system doesn't play nice with others, which I've seen. We're working on that every day with some of the top practice management softwares that are out there. But the idea is when you tag something that's a grim or not that good of a diagnosis, we want to make sure there's at least 1, 2, maybe 3 touches. Maybe an hour after they leave, okay? Maybe at the end of the evening, and then maybe in the morning, okay? And this is not some big outreach talking for a long time. This is just an empathetic verbal hug. That's what it is, okay? And if you do that, it's really going to stop a lot of bad reviews from happening because it's going to show empathy. Now, if you're using our program, Vet Concierge, you don't have to, okay? All the training I gave you, you can jump into our systems and you could do this without using any of our products or services. Obviously, just our base VMG 360, okay? I'm not trying to push our services on you. Now, because of the world being what it is and the understaffed, our Vet Concierge group takes time. They're assigned to your practice, maybe 1 or 2 others, and really they're taking their time and they're just making those phone calls. And because of our structure of tracking it by the minute and only charging you for minutes, you don't have to have a full part-time or a full-time person doing this, which can cost you $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year. Okay, think about it like that. Where how long does a verbal hug call take? Hey, Mrs. Jones, just wanted to call. We're calling from ABC Animal Clinic. Just wanted to see how Wally the cat was doing. Oh, great. Oh, awesome. Great. And, if you need anything else, just let us know. Okay. If there was confusion or something was going on, then they're right in the system and they can assign that right to the practice manager or whomever else. Their goal in our Vet Concierge is not to do anything resembling a diagnosis or anything. It's just that empathetic ear, and that's all people really want, is that, right? So again, that's going to avoid those 1-star reviews. I can promise you that. Not all of them, but it's going to review a lot. And the cool part is that if you do those post-visit follow-ups, I'm going to tell you right now, when you do reach out to someone and they're like, oh my God, Dr. Jones was awesome. The front desk, boom, they were great. I am so happy. My dog's happy, happy dappy do. Right? That's a chance where the Vet Concierge goes, well, we're so glad to hear that, Mrs. Jones. And, when it comes down to it, the ABC Animal Clinic is looking to give 5-star type of service every time you pop in here. Is there anything else we could do better? Come on, give me something. Anything else you can do better? This is a script that we have, by the way, that I know works. Oh, no, you're great. Well, listen, this your cell phone, Mrs. Jones? Oh, it is great. Listen, while we're talking, I just texted you a link. If you're this happy, we love to get raving reviews. Would you mind just taking a moment out of your time and leaving a review for us? Okay, just an honest review would go such a long way. And did you get that text message I sent you? Oh, you did great. Yeah, if you could leave that. Now, time out. I've seen this happen. I've seen reviews get left while the person's on the phone. They just, hey, five, and they just wrote it right there. It's amazing. What I'd rather do is them to take their time and be specific and coach them a little bit on the service that they had and the person that they worked with. It really goes a long way when they do that. It helps you with actually SEO as well. But that's just a simple script of many of the scripts that we have for our vet concierge. And I invite you to try that. Okay, if you're going to do this yourself, you're going to sign it to a receptionist or assign it to whomever is going to be making those phone calls. I invite you to do that, and you're going to see then when someone isn't happy, you can address that and assign it to the right person to remedy, whether it's a pricing confusion or whatever else it might be. Sometimes you might not even fix it, guys. You might not even fix it, but because you reached out, because you showed you cared, okay, because someone from there showed that they cared, they're going to be like, you know what, I'm so angry and I'm upset about the situation, but they're calling back and they're following up. I can't leave a bad review. I can't do it. I just can't do it, right? And I've done that before. I've walked out and I haven't been happy with the food at a restaurant, but the waiter was so damn good that I'm like, I can't leave a bad review. The waiter was awesome, and maybe I'll come back and try again, right? So this is the same situation, guys. You got to trust me on this. I've been doing this for a very, very long time. I've read thousands and thousands of reviews and dealt with this in a lot of different industries. So again, I hope you enjoyed this. And again, if you feel like this is a lot and you want us to do the vet rep audit, please just give us a shout. Let us know. Test the platform out. Try it. We have a free trial, and then we can see as the relationship grows what else we can offer you and how we can give assistance. Thanks.